A good brunchin'. A good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody. Good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody. Good brunchin'. You are tuned into the Good Brunchin Podcast. Good Brunchin.
People, what's good? We apologize for the tardiness, but we are here. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Y'all know we here Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. With your favorite host, Bill the Billionaire, Tamika, and Ace Brown. He will be in the building soon. I don't know what happened to Ace, but we are here. Hope everybody had a great weekend and getting ready for this meditation Monday. We got a great topic on hand. Tamika, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. I can't complain. Very busy, but great.
That's what I'm talking about. Always good to be busy. My weekend was good also. Shout out to my frat brothers all over. We took over Philly. Shout out to the Alphas. We took over Philly this weekend for our Eastern Regional Convention. So it was dope out there. Had a good time out in Philly. And then my man Ace was out here with me. Me and Ace had two shows. We was out in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, doing a show for the AKAs. That was dope out there. They were out there. Hazel, good brunchin'. Yeah, so we was out there and it was dope. And I'm gonna get ahead and say this. I wish he was here for it. So I'm gonna say it here so he don't get gas. So maybe he gotta go back to watch this. Well, I had a doggy treat literally this week. What? She said, well, I had a doggy treat literally this week. You got a doggy treat? Like you ate?
She thought it was her mother had her dog's treats in this nice cookie jar thing, and they kind of look like vanilla Oreos, but she snatched one, her high greedy ass, thinking it was a vanilla Oreo, and bit it and was like, ooh, this is nasty, to find out.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Her mother's, her pet sibling's treat.
Well, Hazel, congratulations on that doggy treat. My brother's here, man. How you doing? You put the lotion down? Everything good? What are you doing, brother?
Nah, man, I had to handle something. I had got a phone call, and the call went longer than I expected, so I had to handle that.
All right, don't worry. The angry producer's still writing you up. I already know he is because you know you're supposed to. It was almost like a no call, no show. Like you showed up to the office. We saw you we saw you in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? So like, at least let us know you outside in the parking lot.
Bombocad.
But real talk. I wanted to say this. Like, me and Ace, we had two shows on Friday, and just to be doing both shows, it was crazy. We killed both of them. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The first show, over 250 people, right? Over 250 people. The second show, I'm gonna say 25 to 30 people.
Hey, that's
okay. Now listen.
That's how the career goes. That's how the career goes.
But the thing was this. The show I enjoyed Ace was that 25, 30 people show. Okay. Ace did his thing at the other time. But when we got in the Hackensack, he was just, the show was fun. Shout out to Dre, went and hosted, got the show started for us because we was running late. And then shout out to Malachi, ISO, and my man Dejon Alford came out to hold us down before we got there. And then as soon as me and Ace got there, we just turned it all the way up. And Ace said, okay, I'm gonna really go in here. And you did your thing, brother. You did your thing. You know, me and Ace always talk about writing and punching stuff up. And he said, yo, let me know how you feel about this. Hey, I didn't want to punch nothing up. I want to add more.
Come on, Ace.
Well, Ace was out here. No, he was out here rocking out, man.
I try to do the best that I can when I'm asked to do it.
Good brunch to the guy.
I think that a big shout out to people, the AKAs and Scotch Plains that had us. We really had fun. I tell you that much. I tell you that second show though, Mika. That second show, Mika, was crazy because it started off when I ordered food. When I went to go order food. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you. Do not work at a job so much that you forget where life has you. This gentleman at this place, I asked him,
Not ready.
I just said, hey, do you got some wings? This dude said, yeah, I got wings. I said, what kind you got? This man looked me dead in the eye and said, chicken. The fuck? What wings? What wings was this man expecting? What
Maybe he
wings?
thought it was pigeon
What, I
wings.
had kangaroo wings?
It said kangaroo wings.
What was he expecting me to be like? Yeah, you got some elephant
Pigeon wings, turkey wings, turkey wings,
Bring them elephant knuckles on over here. Bring them
Still
elephant knuckles
chicken.
on there.
I don't care which way you slice it. It's still a bird. A bird is the only thing that we will get wings from. Nothing else. This man made it seem like wings was on some other kind of species. Like
So
if he said chicken,
you think he's the type of person to think buffaloes are wings?
Yo, he is.
Look, I'm telling you. He was like, no, I want the buffalo ones. I want the buffalo.
Like on some like he expected me to be like, damn, that's all y'all got. You ain't got snake. You ain't got no snake. You ain't got no snake wings, huh? Dang,
bro.
Yo,
but like I said, I just want to say proud of my brother always you know what I'm saying, what we preparing for, what we putting together. So he came out here, did his thing, everybody enjoyed, and we'll be back in May 24th. We're back over there in Hackensack, and we got look out for some more things because the Ace is out here doing this thing. North Carolina, y'all got something. Y'all got a little treat right now. Y'all got a little cheat code, man. But Ace, how'd the show go on Saturday when you got out there?
Saturday was a good show. Big shout out to the MPHC of Fayetteville, North Carolina. They had the Stroll Show, which the Delta Sigma Theta won for 3 years in a row now. The Alphas won the fraternity side. Big shout out to Alpha Phi Alpha, who competed against no one. It was just them. So
yo, but we still the first. That's what happens. You just knock them out.
Yeah, they knocked
scared.
Yo,
He's scared.
And here's the thing: they literally sat there. They literally sat there and was like thinking they was looking good. Like I think in their mind they look like Genuine of the old, but to us, they look like Genuine of the new.
Of the new,
yeah.
Bro.
I was like, come on, man, no, that's not what it is. But all the comedians, big shout out to all the comedians. Big shout out. Stiletto did her thing. Stiletto from Baltimore came down, crushed it. Will Wright, who is a resident, he always comes on the brunch show. He did his thing. And big shout out to Tito Kuntz. Big shout out to Tito Kuntz, who's a member of Omega Psi Phi. He did his thing. Now, before we get our show going, I will say there was a gentleman by the name of Slim who watches our show. He does.
Slim the comedian. He is.
Yeah, he watches our show. Slim, if you watching, know I say this with love. Slim got up there, and Slim, the words that I said to him was, remember how you told Stephanie McCray, you was like, yo, hey, come on now, just do your thing, but don't go in.
Mm-hmm.
I said that.
I'm gonna say my exact words. I said,
yo, he look on the Instagram. Slim just commented. Come on.
I said, look. I said, don't just like take the whole dick out. Like
that's what I told you.
Don't take the whole dick out, but just like tease him.
We are at an event with majority women. Sororities in there crazy. Mm-hmm. I think I heard. Yeah, pause. I think I heard Slim start off with, I don't know what's better, having a wife or a side bitch.
Hey, yo!
Yeah. It was so bad. It just went downhill from there. Yo, Slim was just bitching it up. Yo, he bitch this, bitch that. Then then it got so bad. It was so bad that when Slim got off, I brought up Tito. Tito does his thing.
No. Stop. Wait. We're not gonna just walk over this. What did you do? When you got back on stage?
Yo, when I got back up on stage, I looked at the crowd. I said, well, I'll be damned. So wait, but I'm telling you that because I just like, yo, give it up for him. He just started. Da, 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 da. They gave claps, and I was like, damn. I said, yo, he wanted to do his thing, but it didn't happen. But look, it gets worse. I bring up Tito. Tito does his thing. When I get up, they do the little smattering of applause. I said, hey, do better for Tito, or I'm bringing Slim back up. Everybody stood up, start clapping.
Yo. Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
It was
Yo,
so
Slim, man.
Emotional,
Yo,
damn it.
yo,
That's
but Slim took it like a champ. I told him you got to do it. So big shout out
Come
to
on, Slim.
Yeah, big shout
Come
out
on,
to Slim.
Slim. That's how you do it, Slim.
Yo, I will throw this in. Slim said, hey man, is it safe for me to go get a drink? And I said, yeah, go ahead. He's like, nah, because they keep staring at me. I don't feel
yo, you know how you be at the show, then they be like this. Yo, you want anything? Yeah, that's one of those shows you just put your head down on axe or nothing.
Yeah, he ain't want nothing. Like,
you should come there with the money out. You should already have the money out like this, yo. Just give me some. Just give me some. Yo,
it was so crazy, yo.
Oh my gosh.
So
well,
crazy.
people, listen, make sure y'all go ahead and follow us on all platforms. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. We're on all platforms. If y'all ever want to send in any topics or emails, y'all can send those into the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com. So we will get an email tomorrow. We're going to get ahead and we're a little late today. So we're just going to jump right into our topic for today. So today's topic, people, is building strong relationships, the key to personal and professional success. And can you separate the personal from the professional? So there's a lot of things in here. We're going to kind of touch on this whole thing. But Ace, what do you think that what are some of the keys to personal and professional success? Or let's say yours, because I feel like we're all entrepreneurs. Yeah. We're all entrepreneurs. But what has been some of the keys that has, given you the success that you are now?
I think that building a personal relationship is kind of easier. I think that is kind of easier. It's more so do things align with what you do and so on and so forth. I think that professional goes a little bit different because sometimes you may not like the person per se, but that is a networking step that you must take. You know what I mean? It's you got to look at what's the end goal. That person may be the key into the end goal. So you may have to play a little bit nice. You may have to, smile a little bit, or, when you don't want to smile. I think that you threw it in there, doesn't say it, but you said mixing them, mixing the two. Sometimes it could work. We talked about that before. Can you make money with family? You know what I mean? Can you mix business and personal? I think sometimes it could work, but then sometimes no. That's a road few are willing to travel. And the reason why is because that's the one road that once you go down, ain't no U-turn. You know what I mean? Once you go down that road and you mix the two, you make that thing personal, or you make, that professional relationship also personal, you can't make that U-turn. And I'm not talking about dating or having relations with the opposite sex. Even if, for example, you dealt with somebody professionally and then all of a sudden y'all hang out, y'all start being around each other family or whatever like that, and now that person does something on a professional level that you like, I'm not really feeling that. But now you start to find reasons as to should I go ahead and just flick it off because it's Bill or because it's Tamika? And they be like, nah, but if it was me, you wouldn't do that. Yeah, but I got a different relationship with them. So, that's one of them roads that you don't want to go down. So for me, I think that one of my things is that work for me is just filling a person out. And then on a professional level, looking at the end goal, always understanding what my end goal is and making sure that all my professional relationships align.
Okay. Me, and just to let everybody know, if y'all want to come in and join the conversation, come up on the live, just ask us for the link. You just put it in the platform, and wherever you're watching, if you're watching from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, put it in the comments and we'll send you the link so y'all can come in and join the conversation. But Meek, what has been one of your keys to your personal and professional success?
So I think when it comes to my businesses and learning, being a new entrepreneur, I've learned not to allow too much of an emotional connection with people when it comes to my business. Personal, I've learned how to separate it. If we're gonna sit and let's say I'm in business with a friend of mine, and did I freeze?
Yeah, you're frozen, but we
Yeah.
can still hear you. So
You
you want
guys
to
can
come
still
back
hear
on?
me?
And
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
we can
gonna
still hear
come
you.
back
Yeah.
on. Come back
All right,
on.
come back on. You can come back. All right. So we'll bring Meek back up when when her joint fixes
What
up. But
about you though, Bill?
yeah, for me, I think one of the keys to the personal and professional success is knowing what I want. You know what I mean? One thing, you got to know what you want when it comes to the professional, the way you want to get ahead and move, and the way you want to handle certain things. And then you build certain relationships, like when it has to do with the business. This is business. This has nothing to do with our friendship. We can have different disagreements and all that we do on about business, and then after that, hey, we can go grab a drink. You get what I'm saying? And I can be able to chill with you, because some people can't separate. Like, okay, yeah, I like. All right, so put an example. Like, say if you working for me, some people can't take me being your boss and me and you being as close as we are. Like, me being your boss, that's my man, I'm gonna do this. I can't do that, because if I treat you that, then it's not fair to somebody else, and it starts a whole different thing. So, like with me and James do business together. So when James calls me and be like, nah, we got to do this and you got to do this and that, I can't be like, yo, James, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I got to get ahead and take him seriously. And then when I come back, me and him, we can go back and forth about disagreeing about business. But then after that disagreement, that shouldn't affect our relationship to where it's coming to where, nah, I ain't messing with Bill. Why you not messing with Bill? Nah, because he cut the budget with this and that. What does that have to do with your person? That's it's a business thing now, so it's not a personal. So that's one thing that's important. I feel, to being able to differentiate your business and that person, those personal relationships. But go ahead, Meek. I know you was talking.
I feel we have to have the same goal. If let's say we're gonna start something together, and if we have that understanding that the end goal is this, I think when it comes to business, we should be stern on it. If you catch me and I catch you, we can't sit and allow my personal life, like, oh, you mad at me because when we went to the bar, I stepped on your shoe or something, and you're gonna take that into the business, because this is how I pay my bills. This is how I support my family. This is a little, I don't want to say more important than the personal, but it is important because this is my bread and butter. So I do take my business more serious than personal. And I really try my best not to bring personal into business. So say if there's a key to balancing it for me, I feel my balance is don't do business with people that you got personal relationship with.
Now, is that just like family, or is that like
No, that
physically
goes.
relationship, or like
That's
what? Like,
no, that's I've me. This is me. This is how I feel. Again, I'm not saying this is the key
Snipes,
to
Good
it,
Brunchin.
but this is just me. I feel when you bring friends, certain, not all, certain friends and certain family members that don't align or don't have the same goals as you, they're not going to understand where it is that you're trying to go, and they're going to keep, oh, but I'm your sister, I'm your brother, so I should be able to take 2-3 days off like that, because I can't, that doesn't rock with me, because I know what it is now to pay myself. I'm not depending on somebody to pay for me or pay me. I'm paying myself. Whatever it is that I'm doing is me. So if you're going to mess up my alignment on how I'm going to receive my money, on how I'm going to feed my kids or pay for my kids' college or pay my bills or do anything, sister, brother, friend or not, I'm not going to rock with you, because you're messing up something that I'm trying to really, really build, especially if this is something that I'm building and I'm bringing you along with me. Nah, I can't rock with it. So I tried my best to do things with people I really don't know, because you don't know me personally and you're going to understand me as a businesswoman.
Let me just ask y'all a question. Like we all have kids and stuff like that, and we've heard like coming up, we all own our own businesses, and a lot of stuff that we do, we want to get ahead and be able to leave something to our kids and do things like that. So how do y'all feel about, like, what if your kid don't want to get ahead and do whatever? You know what I'm saying? You setting up a business that the kid's not even into. You want to pass the business down to him, but like, I'm not into it. Like, my mom has a dancing school. right? And when my mom leaves, she's on the dancing school, and it's like, yo, y'all don't want the business. I would take the business, but what do I want to do with some, you know what I'm saying? It's already up and running, but it's not something that I want to put that same work in that she's doing. Now it's like, okay, it's more of me. Like, okay, I find somebody to manage it.
Right.
Cool, you know what I mean? But it's not. I'd want to. Me personally, not like now on the business end. It's already been working for 30 years. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like my mom is there. She's active. You know what I mean? You got to find something that I trust doing that kind of stuff.
But I think to answer that question, though, I think, when it comes to the kids, you explain to them both sides. You explain to them that you can either do what I'm doing as you see me doing every single day, or you can hire someone to do it. However, you never want to get rid of the business due to the fact that that business can be another means of income for you. You know what I mean? And explain more of the managerial side, because that's all you being. Now you're just being a manager. You don't have to know. You don't have to know the ins and outs. You just got to know the books, and that's what happens a lot of times. You don't hear it so much now because a lot of people have their own job or whatever the case may be. But there were times back in the day where you be like, yeah, the powers that be don't want this to happen. And you like, the powers that be, they're not down here on the ground. You're right. They're not down. They're looking at black and white. They're looking at plus and minus. They're sitting saying that this does not align. So if my child said, I don't want to have anything to do with the production company or the comedy club or what have you, that is fine. You don't have to. Just understand these books. You don't have to understand how it got to 100. Just did it get to 100? And if not, you find somebody that you trust. If it's not the person that's already there, find someone else that does want to do it and say, look, we got to get it to 100. We're at 67 right now. How can we do it? That's your department. I'm just here to make sure we get to 100 because that brings the money into me.
So I thought about that because especially, owning a cosmetic line, makeup, lipstick, and I have 3 boys, they're not going to, what they know about makeup, like, I don't want to. And I've had that conversation. Like, do you guys feel, God forbid something was to happen to me, can you guys keep it going? And my boy said, we won't wear the makeup. And I'm like, duh. But
they're like, dude, we ain't gonna keep it going like that, ma.
Right.
Yo, Leviticus.
Oh shit. But what I do understand is that I taught them enough for them to be able to keep it going. They know for a fact that even if they don't want to be it, they're not involved in BAM, right? They're not involved in the cosmetic stuff, but they know I'm gonna have somebody that I trust that, God forbid something happens, will help them run it. You understand? They understand it, and they know what I've taught them, and seeing me work hard on it, what they will do to keep it going. They may not push it, the way I would want them to, because it is something that I did for generations to come. But they will run it. They'll find somebody to run it. They won't just end it or sell it to anybody. They'll try their best to keep it going.
So what's one thing I want us all to get ahead and touch this and say, what's one thing that we, when it came to like business, a mistake that we made that we would avoid, we want to get ahead and give to somebody else to avoid, avoid from doing? What's a mistake that you made and that you like, that I would have done this differently to give somebody else? I'll get and start for myself. For myself, it was not starting. You know what I mean? It's holding on to what I have now. I could have done it so long ago. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us have ideas and we sit here and you say, okay, I want to do this and that, and you questioning yourself and this and that, and it's small things that you could have been doing to building certain things. Like, I know a lot of, even like credit wise, when it came to like my business, so I could have been building it from so much longer ago. I've been when you've been doing things. So I say one thing that I didn't do is actually, I won't call it the legit way, but get your business on paper. Get your business on paper when you have some, because look, what's the worst that can happen? You got a business on paper that doesn't bring nothing in, it's not losing nothing. You just trying to stir something, build something up, but you have it to where, I'm doing that now and understanding, the whole business side, because like me and Ace already talked about, it's not, as comedians, it's not just about the on stage, it's off the stage. You know what I'm saying? It's called show business. You get what I'm saying? Because it's the show, but then you got that business side that you got to get and take care of. So I mean, not that's just talking from our standpoint, but I feel like everybody, all in all, we should be able to get ahead and just start. You know, stop holding on to things and start doing those things. Do the research that you need to get ahead and do to take those things to those levels. So, what do y'all think?
So I think what I've learned is when I started, I wanted to start with people, but I had to learn I wanted to start this. Everybody else didn't, right? So I learned to focus on what it is. And if somebody wants to chime in and join, that's okay. And if they don't, that's okay too. Y'all just gotta focus. If this is something that you feel you want to do and it's yours, I'm not saying you don't need help, but push yourself to do it. Again, you started it. Something made you start this, so keep pushing yourself to keep it going. Don't expect nothing from anyone. Just expect for that. The more you keep going, the more you're gonna gain from it. Just expect what you're gonna gain from it. Don't expect it from anybody. I know at the beginning, I was expecting my family to sit and say, yeah, we're gonna sit and we're gonna help you and we're gonna pack things up and we're gonna go to the post office for you. They was like, nah, we got shit to do too.
That's right. This is your dream. This is your dream.
This, right. So, you know, did it
cool.
hurt? Right. Did it hurt? Yes, because again, yes, it's something that I wanted to do or I want to do and something that I'm starting, but I'm also thinking of them, but I can't hold that on them. I can't hold that on anybody. So don't have expectations. Just do what you have to do and just expect what you're going to gain from your manifestations and your work, your hard work from what you wanted to start.
Just to go ahead and test the comments real quick. Auntie said going to business with someone who only wanted to see the money coming in and not wanting to do the work. And that's another thing too, is like knowing who you're going into business for. Like it's gonna show differently. Like a lot of stuff we do it because we got passion for it, right? We're not chasing the money. Someone else might get ahead and want to work with us because they're chasing the money. So then they have to get understand, are you doing this for the money or do you believe what it is? Because I'm not doing this for the money. The money's gonna come. You know, so but if somebody is driven on the money wise and I'm driven on the grind and trying to build, that relationship might not work because the money might not be coming in fast enough for you. Or when money does come in and it's not for our pockets and we reinvest our money into the thing, everybody's not ready for that. So that's why, like I think Tamika and said this earlier, we need to know in the beginning, what are our goals like, right? What are our goals and expectations? For what do you want out of this? Why you want to do this? And that's why now I think in the beginning it all sounded cool when I say, yo, we could get me and my boys, we can have this company and do all this kind of stuff. But once you find out, everybody's got different mindset. Everybody wants to be the boss. Everybody, you know, it's about playing your role. Who can get ahead and take the back seat at certain times? So when you start putting all these things together, now those people that you would want to work with start getting smaller, and they're not the people that's right next to you. You know what I mean? These are people that I just go to work with. We work together, and that's it. You know what I mean? So it's like it's. I feel like business isn't just made for people that you came up with. It can work, but you know sometimes you got to go out, you know, outside your circles, and that just gives you growth also. So that's important. But Ace, what about you?
I think that piggybacking off of what Tamika said, it really, you know, it's understanding something. If we're talking to someone who is thinking about getting into business or starting their own business, one of the things I will say is piggybacking off like what Tamika said is understanding that you can't put in less than other people. You can't expect for anyone to put more effort into your business than yourself. You have to put more, sometimes 2-3 more times the amount that you even thought you were going to be able to put in to get this business off the ground. And don't look for instant gratification either. A lot of people go ahead and the first thing they want to do is grease their own pockets. Like you said, Bill, hey, I made $100. I'm gonna take $100 and put it right back in. Nah, I made 100. I gotta pay my phone bill. That's 50 there. Then after that, you know, I gotta put gas and then you next thing you know, you ain't got nothing and you like this, man, ain't nothing out here for me. Well, no, you had 100 and you didn't take that 100 and say, well, look, I'm not paying myself. I'm willing to go ahead and just go ahead and restock on the merchandise, or restock on whatever it is you're selling, or if you got a building, fixing something in the building, or whatever. Those are the type of things that I would say that you got to understand that you do come first because you're the first line, but at the same time you're the last to get paid.
Yeah,
you're the last to get paid. Like, it's so many businesses. I hate to say it like this. Me and she's a resident. She comes on in the comments all the time. Angel. I wish you would. Yeah, Good Brunchin, Big Bear. And she says it all the time. There's business owners, and then there's niggas with buildings. And there's a lot of black owners out here that are just, and I hate to say it like that, but they're just niggas with buildings. Just because, or you a nigga with an LLC, that's it. You know what I mean? Or nigga,
that's what you do with it.
What do you do with it? What not only what are you doing with it? What do you see it to be? You know what I'm saying? I can't invest more. You sitting there, like, it kills me. I go on, I mean, countless of small owned businesses I go into, and first thing I see is a GoFundMe. Yeah, who want to help? And then all of a sudden, when it's like, all right, well, now that you got your GoFundMe, do you do a discount week, or do you do a customer appreciation week? Nah, would you ask the white man to do that? Well, yeah, they give coupons every week. You know what I'm saying? There's coupons everywhere. Why is it that you want everybody or your community to pull more into your business than you?
That's real, and that's definitely real. When it comes, I think we lost our sister.
Shaw said black don't support black people enough. I wouldn't agree with that, because I think the black dollar goes very far. I think that the biggest problem is that there are some businesses that are trying to overcharge because they have to pay an inflation fee. And I'm not saying don't make a profit. What I'm saying is find a way to become the middleman. For example, Bill and I do shirts. We make our own merch. Bill and I have invested in the heat press machine. I invested in the silhouette machine. I go out and buy the vinyl. Bill creates. He pays for his the thing to create his layout. He pays a monthly. It ain't, let me get the free version. No, I'm going to pay for this.
I need everything.
You know what I'm saying? You put in it. And then what do? It's time and consideration. It's the presentation. These are in bags. These are folded. You got stickers. You got thank you bags. I can give you a receipt. It's certain things. There's a lot of people that don't even want to do that. They don't even want to do it. You get a shirt from them, the shirt fall off after one wash.
It's where they get the dollar real quick or sometimes.
Just want to get
and that's right. And then my thing is like, what's your purpose? Because this time's like, okay, of course we all want to make money. We're not gonna sit here and say we don't want to make money, but at the same time, I ask people, so you get shirts. What's the shirts for? Like, what does the shirt do? So for me, what does the shirt do for me? One is getting my brand out to everybody. So when there's somebody that wants a shirt and I just ain't, and I can just get it, like I have a certain amount of shirts that I need to sell to make back the money that I put in, right? Now, after that, I have the choice to go ahead and give it away for free, give it for $5, whatever I want to get ahead and so I can choose now because I made my money back. So that's why I go to certain places when I go to see, like, yo, here, I just want to donate a shirt, or I put it into a raffle, because at the end of the day, I put that shirt out there. Shirts is already paid for, and now my name is getting out there. But then you got people that are just selling shirts. So what are you doing with the money that's coming in? Well, the money that's coming is paying for the things that I get my shirts done, or it's taking care of this. It's knocking this out. It's taking care of how we pay to do the stream. Like, even these things aren't free. You know what I mean? So this is stuff that has to come out, but that's when you're doing it on the business side. So I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna keep paying to go ahead and get somebody else to do it. I can do it myself. Now I'm on my own time. I do all that kind of stuff, and I invested in it. So that's why it works like that. It's just the investment what you want to do. The money will actually come, but you got to get ahead and make those decisions and stuff. But this is definitely something that we can definitely come back up and talk more about because I think this is definitely a dope topic. And then we can do that. But listen, people, y'all know what today is. Today is Monday. It's Meditation Monday. Y'all know how we do it here each and every Monday. We have our sister Tamika, get us ready for the week. So we're gonna pass it over to her. It's Meditation Monday, y'all.
All right, my beautiful humans. Happy motivational meditation Monday. As we begin this week, let us take a moment to reflect on our spiritual journey. This Monday presents an opportunity for us to renew our faith and trust in the divine plan that guides us. Let us approach this week with a positive attitude, knowing that our higher power is always with us, supporting us and guiding us towards our goal. Remember to stay focused, committed, and always maintain a sense of gratitude for the blessings in our lives. We are all here for a purpose, and it is up to us to fulfill our spiritual mission. Let us be kind and compassionate Let us be kind and compassionate to those around us, spreading love and positivity wherever we go. So let us make this week a truly special one, filled with spiritual growth, positivity, success. May our faith in the divine plan guide us in our journey, and may we always remember that we are never alone. Our recommendation for this week is always to remember to breathe. Always remember your breathing techniques, praying, self-care, and time. So much good is going to approach for many of us, but as the low blows come in, the low blows are always going to come in. So as quickly as God blesses us, will be as quickly the devil's going to try you. So now what's going to happen is you got to sit and give yourself time to breathe, to say, am I going to sit and keep bending over with the pain that might come or any anger or frustration that might come along with the blessings, or am I going to stay focused on my purpose? Am I going to stay focused on what's more important? Is the pain more important, or is my purpose more important? So pay attention to the energies around you when God hands you your blessings, okay? I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Namaste, and love, light, peace, and blessings to everybody.
You better namaste. You better namaste. You better stay namaste. Hey.
You better stay namaste.
We gotta thank you, Meek. You know you be getting us ready on Monday.
You're welcome.
I mean,
You're welcome.
It'd be too much. I don't know if it's the music. I'll be just sitting there closing my eyes.
It's the music. It's the music.
So common. You buy your shirts from. Okay, I'm just trying to read some of the comments that we got, and some of them are looking for.
Yeah, Shy said I buy my shirt. No, I know where I buy my shirts from. Listen, I get my shirts in bulk, and I get quality. I never had anyone return my shirt saying that it was messed up. Knock on wood.
Amen to that, because one thing I hate is spending $40, $50, $60 supporting somebody, and that one wash, the vinyl's coming off. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, like, yo, and
that's messed up.
Yo, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, yo, if you're going to have some kind of a business, you got to treat it as such. I think some people, especially in 2024, when we have a lot of places where there is business, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that want to be in business just due to the fact that they don't want to work for nobody else. They don't know how to run a business. Mm-hmm. They just don't want to work for somebody else. That's all they do. I don't want to work for somebody else.
Yeah, but now and that's okay to want to work for, not work to want to work with anybody else. But some people, y'all have no plans,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, just right now, for me doing this, I didn't just start this year. This is like over a year ago to where I made the decision. Like, okay, I took last year to really just try to get my whole situation together, so then the following year I'd be ready to get ahead and step out on my own to do it. Some people just say, "Hey, forget the job, I'm good," and then be like this, I got to go back to work. And there's nothing wrong with working for nobody. It's just what you want to do and how you plan the thing out. That's on the money
plan
wise.
it out correctly. You got to plan things out.
Like, make sure I stack up money for the year so I can live with it. I give myself a year to do what I got to do. That's just an investment you want to go ahead and put in yourself, and you got to have the set those goals for yourself
Right.
on which way you want to go with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No. I was about to say the same thing. Like, yeah, it's just more so setting the goal, and also understanding that working for someone is someone else's, like, it's their dream. They just have enough funds to go ahead and pay you week in and week out through that business. However,
How you think they got there?
right? How you think they got there? So if your thing is, well, I want to be the boss, then you have to want to do boss things. You can't sit there and think that a boss just delegates. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? You have some bosses that delegate, and you have some bosses that's like, nah, I'm gonna roll my sleeves up and I'm gonna do it too. You know what I mean? I've always talked about opening up this comedy club. When I get this comedy club open, I'm gonna be in there sweeping and mopping and doing all of this stuff. It ain't gonna be, let me hire somebody because that's beneath me. No, it ain't. Get that. Hey, put that hot water in that bucket.
Yeah, this is my other house. Like that's a
Right.
and that's how you gotta look at it. That's how you gotta look at it.
That's
Like, and then like you said, you gotta set them goals. You gotta set your goals and what's your plan. Sometimes you gotta put some things to the side. Like I think I was just talking to somebody. I was just having a whole conversation with somebody. This dude goes to this daggone Mexican restaurant and he's out here shining. Got the car, got the chains, out here blinging. Right? Spent like money on all this. But then you at the restaurant can't afford what's in the restaurant. You coming out your girl mad because you ain't got enough to pay the bill. But you out here shining. So you gotta really ask yourself, are you really like is what's more important? Sometimes you got to say, you know something? Because look, I don't get it. I love to get sneakers. I want to get ahead and get this and that. But I'm like, look, I ain't got it to buy sneakers like I used to. So I'm like, okay, if you want to do it, I got to start putting a couple of dollars away to get ahead and do what I got to do.
And get,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I know I got to pull away. But like, I'm not good. I mean, I'm not too good, but I'm not gonna get them on Walmart like Ace. But
hey, brother, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, I know. But look,
Ace, let me tell you something, Ace. I am a frequent Walmart shopper. I wear the clothes. The clothes don't wear me. Okay. So if I go to Walmart, if I go to Walmart and I see a shirt at Walmart that's fire, watch me buy that motherfucking shirt and watch me wear it with my exclusive sneakers, and y'all gonna be like, "You look fire," and I'll be like,
"Walmart type." Use pin pad to complete transaction.
Look. Here's the thing,
and I'm gonna show them my receipt. I bought it. I paid for it. I didn't steal it.
Here's the thing, and I tell people this all the time: you wouldn't know where I shop from if I didn't tell y'all. You wouldn't know. You would not know.
I would know. I didn't shop there.
Huh?
I would know. I didn't shop there though.
You wouldn't know where
I have. You probably have. No. You never even know.
You wouldn't know because I bring the eyes to what it is. There's never been a time, Bill, that you saw something on me and was like, "Fuck, you get that from?" Until I started to say,
not like that. No.
Maybe your sneakers. Maybe your sneakers.
No, even then.
No, listen. It's a difference. The reason why it don't matter to me because everybody got their own style, right? So you do what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna get now. I'll be like this. I never looked at you be like this. What you got on? Nah, that's what that nigga wear.
He's never done what are those?
Nope.
I don't have no. I can be like, oh, I ain't wearing those. Well, I might not wear that.
Yo,
but
Saturday,
that ain't got nothing.
Saturday. I wish Will was in the comments. Saturday, I had a pair of sneakers that came in, or whatever before. So I pulled them out. I was like, that's perfect. I'm gonna wear those tonight. Will saw those shits. He's like, yo, them shit's like straight balling sneakers. He's like, I will ball in those and be killing niggas on the court. He said, them shits look comfortable as hell. I put them on. I was like, yup. He was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. He was like, yo, you just be bold as hell. You don't give a fuck. No, I don't.
Oh, we know that.
Because I tell people all the time, two things. One, you ain't paying none of my bills, and where you put your money is where you put your money. The average person that is paying for these name brand anything can't afford to pay for these name brand anything. They're paying
but
for it.
That was the paying method.
Right. They're paying for it to keep up with the Joneses. They're not paying. They sit there scratching their head or majority, and we've seen them, or majority of them are on Section 8. Not saying there's anything wrong with it. They're doing it for the notoriety. Look what I got on. They're not doing it because they like the style, they like the look. Michael Jordan could come out, or Jordans could come out with the ugliest looking sneaker that you build as a Jordan, knowing the kicks, like them shits is trash. But the person but they Jordans though. And I'm not doing that. So what I started to do was, just make sure that. The second thing is, especially when it comes to shoes, I got bad feet. So my foot can't go in everything. So sometimes
you got bad feet, and I'm be honest. Sometimes I just feel like, not saying this is what you're doing, but you got a different thing. You got the soles, like bad shoes, cheap shoes is bad for your feet.
No, but the thing is, the more expensive ones, they don't make them wide enough.
I got you. I mean, certainly, I got you.
Some of them are not.
You got.
Yeah, I got flat feet, and they got to be wide. So if they
you ain't got no arches.
Nah, the best ones I got, which is what I buy now, is New Balance. Like New Balance make comfortable shoes for me, where I can wear them all day long.
Those was at one point used to look like senior shoes.
Yeah,
the old New Balances, the big joint.
Right,
oh,
New Balances I can wear all day long.
It was mad round, and then it had the loop. Yeah,
but here's the thing. Like I never forget. There's a picture, an icon picture. Me and T, we had on matching sneakers. We went to an all white joint. She was like, "Oh, do they feel comfortable?" I'm like, "Yeah." So we getting ready to go to the joint, and I didn't want to tell her because I didn't want her to flip out. My foot was hurting before we left the crib. So I was like, "You know what?" Look, I said, "You know what? It's gonna be nice outside today. I don't need no socks." I took my socks off, thinking that was gonna help. Put powder in the shoes. I'm gonna breathe a little bit. Man, we sitting there, we taking pictures. By the time I got in the car, I took them shoes off like a woman that had been dancing in heels all night. She was like, "Yo, your feet hurt?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "So you mean to tell me we just spent $85 a piece on these sneakers for you to get one wear out of them?" I said, "My bad." From that point on, she ain't never bought me another pair of sneakers.
I wouldn't either. And you see, she ain't never asked you to match either.
No.
But listen, people, listen, we appreciate y'all tuning in to the Good Brunchin Podcast. We hope y'all have a great week. And like we said, if you want to ever send in any topics,
I got you, Vonnie. Now, Vonnie told me to look into New Balance 90.
Yeah, New Balance in 90s. Yeah. So send those topics into the Good Brunchin Podcast, and make sure you go ahead and follow all your favorite hosts right here. That's your boy Bill the Billionaire, Ace Brown, and Tom Makeup. Make sure y'all follow us. Shout out to the angry producer, always doing the things in the background. We appreciate you, brother. Till next time, y'all. This is the Good Brunchin Podcast, and we will see y'all tomorrow. Good Brunchin.
Good brunchin', a good brunchin', a good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody, good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody, good brunchin'.
You are tuned into